Hello, I'm really glad to have you with me today. And today I want to talk about sex and intimacy regarding the gay community. The reason why this is important is because in our society, so many churches, government, families, we learn from our parents, teach us things as if we're straight. And those things don't apply to us. I mean, when you think of the church, any church, Christian or not, they are of straight men. I don't know, it's not that they're all straight, but at least they purport to be straight, so they're straight. And they don't make allowances for LGBTQ people at all. I mean, what if gay people made the rules? And a straight person, if I was in charge of making the rules, I would say to a straight person, hey, don't have sex with that woman, you have sex with another man. Or I'd say to the woman, don't you have sex with that man, you have sex with another woman. And they would say to me, Jack, I can't do that, that's ridiculous. And I would say, well, it worked for me. So, we have to sort of learn for ourselves about what is good for us and our sexuality. The other thing about the church and sex, which is so archaic, is that in the Catholic Church, sex is only for procreation. It's not for fun. If you have fun having sex with your heterosexual partner, I guess that was a little bit of a bonus, but you're not supposed to have fun. So that's why you can't, in the church, use condoms, because condoms mean, you can't have children. So if you're having sex with condoms, you're doing it for fun. And you can't do that. It's against the law, church law. And I don't mean that in a rude way, because a lot of good people are members of religious groups and churches, and I respect a lot of my family, my friends who are very religious. I'm not trying to direct people what to do in their lives. I'm coming from my experience and what works and doesn't work for me, and I'm just sharing it with you. I want to also talk about how people feel about sex. Do they give themselves permission? Do they feel guilty? And again, I'm kind of going back to being a Catholic and having to confess all the times I masturbated or thought about sex or had sex, and it was a very bad thing in the eyes of the church, and I had to do penance for it and say so many prayers. It didn't work for me. So I started to look into psychology for the answers, because psychology is the study of why people do what they do. Psychology gives us some pretty good principles to live by. One is to love yourself, to have a positive self-image, and that's just contrary to what the church teaches, that we should have a poor self-image if we're doing something that we think pleases us. It really hurts us to think of ourselves as less than good, because we're trying to live up to somebody else's expectations. And those expectations for us are totally unrealistic. I remember reading a lot about Eleanor Roosevelt, and she had a quote that I really like. And her quote was, "No one can make you feel inferior without your permission." I find it so interesting that psychologists want us to feel good about ourselves, to enjoy life, to enjoy our relationships. And the church, at least the Catholic Church, I'm sure many other churches, want to take all that away. It doesn't make any sense to me. It really brings to mind that people are kind of have to figure this out for themselves. I did. I had a lot of help from just talking to people. I would talk to psychologists from time to time and just get plugged in correctly that it's okay to be happy. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to enjoy your body and enjoy somebody else's body. And that's my new religion, really, because those are all positive, nurturing thoughts. And so we can feel guilty because we believe, say in the church, we believe in those teachings, and yet our bodies tell us something else is true. Our bodies tell us that we have a strong desire for sex and intimacy, and if other people don't agree with that, it can't matter. You have to be more important than other people's opinion of you. And I strongly believe that when you come to know who you are, you come to know yourself, you have sex, either masturbation or with other people, that's a wonderful thing. Of course, I mean in a loving, caring way. That's a really wonderful thing, a very powerful thing. And there is no reason to feel guilt about doing that. That's who you are, and that's a very important part of humanity and nature. Now, I'd like to leave you with a poem that's kind of on this subject. I wrote this poem, I think about 25 years ago, and it's called Harmony. I've thought to touch a special touch, and knew not why it meant so much. I can't explain myself to me, what designated this all to be. In younger years of childhood, my course in life not understood, within myself a gnawing doubt, to challenge some parental clout. As knowledge grew and gelled within, some called it godly, some called it sin. With social ponderance ill at ease, it's not their wants that I must please. So now I touch that special touch, succumb to what I feel so much. Life with all its satisfaction, in harmony, without distraction. A sharing look and caring eyes, and skin to skin with no disguise. In peace sublime, I finally can embrace my love, another man. Thank you for watching.